Have you ever thought about what it means to have the first Asian pope in the history of the Catholic Church? It is a moment that will be remembered forever. The whole world was watching as Pope Tagle, the first Asian pope, delivered his first speech. People from every corner of the globe felt hopeful and excited. His words were more than just a speech. They were a symbol of faith, love, and unity. The atmosphere in Vatican City was electrifying. This small city-state, the heart of the Catholic world, was about to witness a historic event. Ancient walls and grand buildings stood as silent witnesses to a new chapter in the Church's history. The towering dome of St. Peter's Basilica shone brightly, a symbol of the Church's enduring legacy. Thousands of people gathered, their faces filled with awe and expectation. Many had traveled great distances to be there. They spoke different languages, came from different backgrounds, but were united by their faith. Vatican City was alive with a colorful mix of cultures, each pilgrim carrying their own prayers and hopes. It was a powerful image of the global Catholic community coming together as one. For Filipino Catholics, this was an especially proud moment. Their beloved Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, known fondly as Chito, had risen to the highest position in the Church. Filipinos all over the world celebrated with immense joy. It was not just a personal victory for Tagle, but a recognition of the deep faith and contributions of the Filipino Catholic community to the world. Pope Tagle has always been known as a humble and compassionate leader. His deep understanding of theology and love for people made him a cherished figure in the Church. As he stepped onto the platform, the massive crowd fell silent. The air was thick with emotion. It was a moment that carried immense significance. His first words were filled with wisdom and compassion. He spoke about unity, love, and the Church's mission to serve the world. He reminded everyone of their duty to care for one another, to bring justice to the oppressed, and to work towards a more peaceful world. His voice was calm, yet powerful. His message was clear. Faith should bring people together, not divide them. Pope Tagle's speech was not just about the Church, it was about the world. He talked about the major issues facing humanity today. Poverty, injustice, and climate change were at the center of his address. He did not just point out these problems, he called for action. He urged world leaders to put aside their differences and work together for the good of future generations. He spoke about the importance of inclusivity. The Church, he said, must be a place where everyone feels welcome, no matter their background. He called for breaking down barriers, for embracing love and understanding, and for creating a church that truly reflects the values of Jesus Christ. As he spoke, the emotions in the crowd were overwhelming. Tears of joy flowed freely. Strangers embraced one another, united by a shared hope. Social media was filled with messages of inspiration and gratitude. Leaders from around the world praised his vision. His words had touched hearts across continents, from the busy streets of Manila to the quiet villages of Africa. Pope Tagle shared personal stories that made his message even more powerful. He spoke of his humble beginnings in the Philippines, of the people he had met throughout his journey, and of the struggles they faced. He told the story of a young woman who had lost her faith, and how kindness and understanding helped her find her way back to God. These stories resonated deeply with people everywhere. He emphasized that leadership is about serving others. He called for a church that is less about hierarchy and more about inclusion. He urged people of different faiths to communicate better and understand one another. He spoke of teamwork and unity, reminding everyone that together they could accomplish great things. Pope Tagle's speech was not just a moment in time, it was a call to action. It was an invitation for all people to work towards a better, more compassionate world. His words inspired activists, volunteers, and leaders to continue their efforts in making a positive change. Images of people holding hands, praying together, and working side by side captured the essence of his message. He reminded everyone that even in the darkest times, hope remains. The Church, he said, must be a guiding light, a source of strength for those in need. As he concluded his speech, the energy in Vatican City was incredible. People felt a renewed sense of purpose. They had just witnessed history, Pope Tagle had not only addressed them as a leader but as a friend, a shepherd guiding his flock with kindness and love. His final words were simple yet profound. Let us walk together, hand in hand towards a brighter future. Let us face the challenges of our time with courage and compassion. Let us build a world filled with peace, love, and understanding. This speech marked a new era for the Catholic Church, an era of inclusivity, of compassion, of hope. It was a moment that will be remembered for generations to come. Pope Tagle's leadership had already begun to make a difference. His words would continue to echo in the hearts of millions, guiding them towards a better world. With Pope Tagle at the helm, the Catholic Church had entered a new chapter, one filled with hope, unity, and love. His first speech was not just historic. It was a defining moment for the Church and the world, a moment that will never be forgotten.